Now we're going to use an input box with and in conjunction with our first report. So instead of it always being 400, how about we take this information here from the last lesson on input boxes, and we'll put that to work. I'm going to paste it in here, and then instead of having the value of 400 hard-coded, we'll just use it, the variable here. And I'll show you there may be some problems with that because it's usually considered text. But I'll show you how to compensate for that in just a moment. So let's hit F5 and see what happens. It says how much money should they make. Well, I'm going to go ahead and accept the number 200. And so if we look over that, it says 200, but look, it has quotes. So we don't want quotes. We want it to have a number 200, not the word 200 in text. Let's hit F8, see what happens anyway. So is 482 greater than or equal to 200? It's going to say no, because again, this is thinking the text 200. So what we need to do, we can do it one of two ways, but the very easiest way to convert text to a number is just to add 0 to it. So, and sometimes you'll get an error if you have text that cannot be converted, like if you had the word doves or something, or hello. That might give an error, so you'd have to put an error, something that can compensate for that error. But let's go ahead and backtrack here. If I hit F8 and I say OK, it's going to take 200 or whatever I type in here, as long as it's a number, and add 0, which is a way of converting that to the numeral 200. Notice there's no quotes. Now, when I hit F8, it's going to say 482 compared to 200 is greater than or equal to, and it's going to add it. So that way, let's take this off and hit OK. So these are greater than 200. Now, if we run it another time, and let's say we did 450, there might only be one or two. Hit OK, and there's your little mini report. Geraldo and Dan come up. So that's pretty cool. You can also do the same thing that we did earlier, where you can add different columns. So you might want to add whatever's in column 1 here, and you also want to add that to, let's put an ampersand, and on the same line, we're going to put the text of a comma and a space in text, and join that with an ampersand to, and I'm pasting here, but let's use column 2. So now it'll say like Geraldo, comma, space, customer service. And then it'll say Dan, comma, space, data entry specialist. So let's see what that looks like. Let's use the old 450, hit enter. And now you have Geraldo, customer service, Dan, data entry specialist. So that's kind of fun. In the next video, we'll show you how to add a button so you can trigger this prompt easily.